Mrs. Chowders, and I'm here to welcome you to the Portage Path Black History Program. And today, my friends, we have a very exciting lineup for you. Today, the kindergartners will be performing two of my original songs. One is Martin Luther King Had a Dream, and also Rosa Parks. Also, today, the third graders will be performing the song Everybody Oughta Know, which is a spiritual, and also one of my original songs called Worth. That's going to talk about various Black African-American inventors and some of the very awesome things that they've created, some of these items that we still use today. And finally, the first graders will be coming before you with a Black History chant. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the program. All right, class, let's talk about our Black History unit a little bit. And who would like to share, who is your favorite Black History hero out of all the people that we've talked about? Darnell?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. Why?
Because she freed the slaves from being whipped and stuff.
And, do you feel like she was important with the Underground Railroad, helping people escape? Yeah. Elijah, what about you?
Harriet Tubman.
Okay, why? That's great.
Because she freed over 300 slaves, and she was a conductor and helped people when they got hurt, and she was a nurse and spy.
Awesome. Anybody else want to comment? Yes. Can you name one thing, class, that out of this whole unit that we've done, and some of the things we've talked about that's not included in the history books, name one thing you learned about Black history that you didn't know before. Now,
We should all treat each other equally and fair.
that's true, but why?
Because you don't want nobody to hate you and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
We all want to be together as a family, like God said.
That's true. All right. Can you name one fact about Black history that you didn't know before we started doing this Black history stuff? Whether it's a person, something they've created, their level of wealth. Is there something else? What have y'all learned that y'all didn't know before? Yes.
No, I raised my hand. I was thinking.
You were thinking. Okay. Yes.
When women riches, she ignored all the people that hated her when she went to the white public schools.
Okay. That's excellent. That's excellent. Elijah.
That Abraham Lincoln helped to end slavery.
Oh, that's true. All right, everybody, wave back to the camera. Say bye. Mrs. Walker, what does Black history mean to you?
Black history means to me that we're going to celebrate and recognize the immense achievements, not just in the United States, but for the whole world, in the sciences, in history, in education, in the arts, in every realm, intellectually, that have been contributed by Black people, because it's as a collective that we all achieve and grow. Also, when we focus on Black history, we look at the errors of the past and work to eliminate systemic racism that still occurs today. That is still a big battle for us to climb, to achieve that equality that many of us have been working for so hard for so long, to work with the Black community and achieve the kind of world that we're trying to get to. So to recognize those contributions, to recognize the part that they played in our history, in our accomplishments, in our growth, in our success, in the gifts that we have been given, that is important for those reasons, because it's only because of Black history and the Black people that have come before us that we are where we are, not just from other people who are not of color. So many reasons to celebrate. And I tell my students every day, not just in February. February, we might spend a little more time on it, but it's every month, every week, every day of the whole year that we are thankful and we should celebrate.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Walker.
Martin Luther King had a dream.
why is Black history important to you?
Well, because there's lots of black people that deserve to get in the history books, and one of my favorites is Rosa Parks, because she didn't listen to the white people, and she thought she was able to sit in the front of the bus, and just because of that, she got arrested, which is kind of mean for that. I don't like that.
Well, why don't you like that, Kenny?
Because black people deserve where they sit on a bus, wherever they want.
Thank you, Kenny. Elizabeth, why is Black history important to you?
Because Black history is important to me because I get to learn about how slaves were treated and about some people who deserved to be put in the Black history book, but they weren't. And one of my favorite Black history, one of the people that I've learned about and like the story of, it's sad, but I like Emmett Till because he was killed because of an misunderstanding.
Well, thanks so much for sharing, Elizabeth. Thank you. Sex Lane, can you tell everyone why Black history is important to you, or name a Black history hero?
Well, why Black history is important to me because I can learn about many Black history heroes that haven't been put in the history books. And one of my Black history heroes that's interesting to me is Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman.
Awesome. Can you say why they're important to you?
Well, Harriet Tubman was brave and confident, and she freed many slaves in the Underground Railroad. And Sojourner Truth, she escaped and went to court about many times to give justice
Awesome.
and freedom to her son.
Thank you so much, Sex Lane. Pat, 1, 2, ready, go. B is for bold. L stands for larger than life. A stands for activist. C stands for creative. A stands for keys to life. H stands for heroes. I stands for intelligent. S stands for stars. T stands for triumph. O stands for original. R stands for radical. Y stands for youth make a difference. Black history.
So our next IB unit is who we are. We talk a lot about the past in relationship to the present and how the changes that have happened over the course of history and how that history and those happenings are connected to Akron and our community. Akron has a rich history with the Underground Railroad, with the John Brown House, Henry's Freedom Box, and the Civil Rights movements with Rosa Parks, Ruby Bridges, and Martin Luther King Jr. Fourth grade is going to be learning through a lot of the books, and I brought some with me. And so I have in here the Civil Rights Movement, if you were a kid during that time. I have Freedom Summer, and I have She Stood for Freedom. So we're going to be reading a lot about that, and it's just kind of to let the kids see that things just a short while ago, just 50 years ago, things, how they were really different and how they compare to today. And I think with Black history, we celebrate Black history and the achievements of coming so far.
Thank you, Leon, Mrs. Cutler. What's something about Black history that you learned new that you didn't know about before?
That there were still Black billionaires to this day.
That there's still Black billionaires to this day, yeah. Anybody else have anything they want to share out further? Dakota, what about you? Who's your favorite Black history hero and why?
Martin Luther King, because he was the face of civil rights.
That's true. Who else wants to share who their favorite Black history hero is? And I'd like to hear from Kaden.
My favorite Black history hero is Harriet Tubman because she helped some of the slaves get out of slavery
That's true. Who else wants to share who their favorite Black history hero is? Aaliyah?
Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks.
Why?
Because they stood up for each other.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Demarion, what about you? Who's your favorite Black history hero and why?
Rosa Parks.
Great. Why?
Because she didn't give up her seat on the bus.
Yeah. Do you think that took a lot of courage to do that?
Yep.
I mean, do you think she might have been scared a little bit when she was on the bus?
No, not really.
Do you think it took courage for her to sit down and stay there in spite of the fact that people wanted her to give it up? Yeah. All right. What I want to hear from others. Zoe, what about you? Who's your Black history hero and why?
Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman. Why? That's great. Why?
Because she went back to the South knowing that she could have got caught.
Oh, yeah, that's very true. Do you think that took bravery, that she had to be brave to do that and be very courageous to do that? Leon, who's your favorite Black history hero and why?
Obama.
Obama. Oh, okay. Why?
Because he was the first Black president.
Oh, yeah. You think that took was an awesome thing that he did to be the first Black president? Me too. I think that was amazing. And also, I'd like to hear Julius. Who's your favorite Black history hero and why?
Martin Luther King, because he made white people and Black people be friends, like get along with each other.
Yeah. Can y'all tell me what is one thing you've learned about Black history this year in doing music class that you didn't know about before? Aaliyah?
You can become an entrepreneur at any age.
Oh, yes. What about you? What have you learned?
That you could be a billionaire when you're 11 or 17.
Yes, you can be a millionaire when you're 11 or 17. That's true. We've learned about some African-American wealthy young people right now that are alive to this day. Kaden.
I learned how many young billionaires and old billionaires there are.
Cool.
I learned how much Black or young and old billionaires there are.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Zoe, what did you learn?
I learned that your color doesn't stop what you want to be. You can be whatever you want to be, no matter the color of your skin.
Hey, Janaya. Who was your favorite Black history hero and why?
It was Rosa Parks because when she was on the bus and she didn't give her seat to the white person, she stood up for herself, and that inspired more people to stand up for herself to fight for equal rights. She was born in 1913 and she died in 2005. Her husband's name was Raymond Parks, and she was just a good person. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, Janaya. Hi, class. Hi. Now, you guys, talk to me. By raising a hand, tell me something new that you've learned about Black history that you didn't know before by raising a hand. Selena.
I learned that Harriet Tubman took the Underground Railroad from the north to the south side to escape from the slaves and escape from the owners that were trying to make her a slave.
Did she help other slaves escape too?
Yes, she did.
Awesome. Who else would like to share? Yes.
I didn't know that the slaves went in the water, so their pastor doesn't chase them and the dogs.
Their master. Yeah. And what do you remember that song that we talked about that had that secret message?
Wading in the water.
Wade in the water. Great. Cortez.
I learned that Aretha Franklin was a very good singer.
Oh, yes. Anybody else want to share something new and fresh that you learned about Black history that you didn't know before? All right, you guys, listen. Does anybody want to name one of their Black history heroes and explain why is that person your Black history hero? Yes.
Martin Luther King.
Okay. And can you explain why is he your hero?
He gave us all justice.
He gave us justice. He helped to give us justice. Anyone else want to share who their Black history hero is? Yes.
I have 3 favorites.
We got somebody Kamani has 3 favorites. All right, let's listen.
John Lewis. Martin Luther King and Emmett Till.
Okay, why are they your favorites? Can you explain why each one is your favorite? Why is John Lewis your favorite?
He's one of my favorites because he fought with like Martin Luther King.
He what?
He fought with like Martin Luther King.
And why everyone else? Why you said Martin Luther King?
Yeah.
Why was Martin Luther King your hero?
Nah, because he had a dream.
He had a dream. What was his dream?
For white people and black people to get along.
Oh yes. And what about Emmett Till? Why was he talk about him?
He's just one of my favorites.
He's one of your favorites? Yeah, he went through a lot. He was killed because of a misunderstanding, right? Yeah. Anybody else want to share at least one Black history hero and why they're your hero?
Well, my Black history hero is Rosa Parks because she actually stood up for us and was like, no, I don't want to like give up my seat because this isn't fair. And there should be a right for me to sit down and have a seat. And she helped us give the right to sit anywhere on the bus and not just the back.
Oh, that's really good. Would anybody else like to share the Black history hero? At least one, and why they're your hero? Yes.
Well, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it's actually Michael Jackson, and I know that y'all gonna.
That's not weird.
Be like, well, Michael Jackson is white, not black, but really he is black. He just has so many plastic surgeries that he turned white.
Well, that's true. He is black. He was African
And he had
American.
made that one song about black people about rights, and that encouraged a lot of people to help black people.
All right.
Because if it wasn't for Martin Luther King right now, we wouldn't be here. We'd be in the yard whacking weeds.
Well, I'll say this. Martin Luther King, slavery had already ended, but he helped blacks and whites to be able to come together and for blacks to be treated fairly for civil rights. Anybody else want to share their Black history hero and why? And does anybody want to share why is Black history important to you? Anybody want to share a statement about why is Black history important to you? Yes.
Because back in the past, black people didn't get the same treatment that white people did.
That's very true. And why was that so?
I don't know.
The color of their skin?
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody else want to share? Why is Black history important to you?
Because they've done a lot of stuff till today.
You said who?
They've done a lot of stuff till today.
They've done a lot of stuff. Who did a lot of stuff to do
like
what?
Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and all kinds of
Oh, so the trailblazers of Black history, they've done a lot for us.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to share why is Black history important to you?
Black history is important to me because it inspired me that I can do any job I want. It don't matter what color skin I am.
Because what have we been learning about in this class? Can you talk about what we've been learning about, like the different types of African Americans and?
Yeah, like different type of African Americans that was black got any job they want, and they actually billionaires.
Yeah, we got some African American billionaires who are alive to this day. Do you remember any of those billionaires that we've talked about?
It was the little girl that started the lemonade stand.
Oh, the African American young lady that was a youth that started her lemonade business. She's a millionaire. Do you remember any of the names of the black billionaires that we talked about?
No, I forgot.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh yeah, Oprah Winfrey.
Tyler Perry.
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
And
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan's a billionaire.
Michael.
P. Diddy.
Huh?
P. Diddy. Puff Daddy. P. Diddy.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Diddy.
yeah.
Now as they say. Okay, Quintez. Why is Black history important to you?
Because it celebrates the black people who have done the most for us, because it has been such a long time and all of them have passed away. So it's like Black history to me is remembering every single one of them to figure out what they did and how they did it and what they did it for, because we all know that if they didn't do it, we would not have much as rights that we do right now.
That's very true, Quintess. Thank you. And why isn't Black history important for you?
The reason why Black history is important to me is because it shows that no matter what skin color you are, that it's okay to be different.
It's okay to be different. That's absolutely right. Anybody else want to share why is Black history important to you?
Well, it's important to me because people were standing up and trying to fight for Black people to give the rights to do any job they want and anything they want, to become a billionaire like Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry and Jay-Z people. And that's it.
Awesome. Anybody else have any closing thoughts of why Black history is important to you?
It's kind of the same thing what Selena said, but fighting for equal rights.
Fighting for equal rights. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Quintess, do you have a dance break you want to share? Because I see you moving around. You want to? I see you were doing kind of like the worm or something.
No, not
The wave. Anybody else want to? Okay.
Yeah, I want to share my dance break.
Go ahead. Anybody else? Y'all can share your dance break. Go ahead. Take a dance break. Take a dance break. Everybody go ahead and take a dance break. Take a dance break. Take a dance break. Everybody go ahead and take a dance break. Dance break. Dance break. Everybody go ahead and take a dance break. Dance break. Dance break. Kenny, go ahead and take your dance break. 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 Let's take a dance break. 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 Let's take a dance break. 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 Let's take a dance break. 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 Everybody, let me see you take a dance break. Everybody, go ahead, dance break. Everybody, let me see you take a dance break. 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 Dance break. 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 Black history. Dance break. Black history. Drum break. Go ahead and take a drum break. 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 Let's go. Break. 5, 4, 3, 2, stop. Let's wave. Bye. Say bye, y'all. Bye. All right. Well, could you explain to the audience why is Black history important to you?
Well, it started when I was in grade school and I had to do a book report. And I was chosen to do a book report on George Washington Carver, who was a peanut farmer in the South. And I was amazed at what he accomplished as a black man in the South. He had a huge peanut farm. And then, you know, as I grew up, then we learned about Black history and how many Black people were involved with our government and our teachers and all of that. And that's why I think Black history is very important.
Thank you so much.
You're
Angie,
welcome.
why is Black history important to you?
Well, thank you for asking, Ms. Childers. Black history is important to me because it is, other than the Bible, to me, is one of the greatest stories never told. To actually get the truth, not just from our ancestors, but we see how our society is, and we need everybody on this planet. But Black historians have not got their just due. People like Henrietta Lacks, their families still fighting, and those cases get closed. But our kids should know about those people because it's part of our heritage. I have 5 nationalities, and the one greatest overlooked are my Black historians and my Black heritage and my Native American heritage. So thank you for the question.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's Mrs. Childers once again, and I am so excited about all we have been able to witness for our Black History program. Weren't the kids so amazing? Let's give them one more round of applause. Woohoo! Wait! Yes. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share, I am so passionate about Black history. It's so important that our young people understand their history. Their history is a part of their heritage. And in order for these young people to understand the wonderful things they can achieve and accomplish, it's so important that we take time to celebrate those heroes of Black histories who paved the way, and also those heroes who are continuing to pave the way for African Americans, and not just African Americans, but our entire society. I was so adamant this semester about really highlighting the heroes of Black history who have not even been included in the history books. So I hope that in this time of Black history reflection, that you guys were able to enjoy and come into our world of things that the kids have been able to experience in our journey of Black history. Up next are our fabulous pathtastic third graders. They're going to be coming before you with one more set. They will be performing Everybody Oughta Know and one of my original songs called Worth. Worth talks about some fabulous, fabulous, fabulous African American inventors. So we hope you are able to enjoy this final selection, and stay tuned for some very exciting announcements when they are finished.
Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know. Everybody ought to know what freedom is. What freedom is. Everybody ought to know.
want to thank you for coming and tuning in for our Black History concert. Please, please, please join us for our finale concert of the year of our spring talent show. The spring talent show will include all of my kids and also solo acts and selections. You can come, parents, in person. Bring your lawn chair because we're going to be outside and we're going to have a great time. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your support. And we thank the principals for allowing us to do this and the assistant principals. Take care and we'll see you for our spring concert. Bye.